What do electrons have to do with interdimensional communication or communication with aliens? I'm going to tell you. Okay, so electrons are fundamental to communication technology. They even say recent research is exploring the potential for using electron spin to achieve more efficient and complex communication on the quantum level. So here they talk about encoding information in an electron using their spin. And then they talk about how electrons don't themselves travel directly long distances but interact with photons. There's also a very tantalizing theory that there is only one electron and that all electrons and positrons are just manifestations of a single electron or entity moving backwards and forwards in time. There's also things in science that talk about electrons disappear and then come back out of nowhere. Like, where did they go? I have a theory that electrons are more fifth dimensional or other dimensional, and they can show up in the third dimension, but they also communicate with a higher dimension. Possibly, philosophically, what we would call God or our future selves or higher dimensional beings. And now I'm going to show you a lot of interesting coincidences in our entertainment and media, and art can reflect life. Hints that kind of point to this potentially being true in the future. A girl loves speculative fiction and nonfiction. One thing in history, and I'm not saying to do this, is things that are negatively charged or symbolize the divine feminine have been used to communicate or consort with the universe or some type of power, bad or good. But maybe the hint in here is electrons or something negative like blood can be harnessed for communication. And maybe blood was one thing, but we can also harness electrons with our mind, with our consciousness, to communicate with the gods. Okay, so if anyone is familiar with liminal spaces, kind of creepy, spooky, like being in a friend's basement that is like half cleared out, or like a half cleared out playroom, they're just like a weird vibe. It kind of lends to the mystery, to the in-between, to the bridge state, which has a lot to do with plasma, the fourth state of matter that actually holds electrons, or that electrons actually are, freely running around in this plasma. The point here is plasma and electrons might have a lot to do with communicating with the universe. And I made 2 videos, you can go back and watch them. They're labeled EIEIO, and they basically have to do with, here they are, they have to do with, oh shit, that's not it. Okay, these 2, go watch. Okay, it basically has to do with why EIEIO and Old MacDonald Had a Farm is a little secret language. E stands for the outer God, I stands for the bridge, and O stands for the inner God.